myself. So it is called the uh, it is called the nut tail. Yes, it is called the nut tail. It is a story about nuts. Alright? It is a story about nuts. One day, there was a squirrel. There was a squirrel. There was a squirrel living in a forest. Alright, there was a squirrel living in the forest. Okay? The squirrel loves nuts. Yes, the squirrel loves nuts very much. The squirrel loves nuts, and that's all it wanted to have in its whole life. You could say that the squirrel is a nut connoisseur. Alright? Every morning, it woke up and had some tasty nuts as breakfast. Yes, tasty. And it even had a nice and warm. It even had a nice and warm nut milk to complete the breakfast. So, after that, the squirrel wrote down in its little nutty notebook all the nuts in the world that it wanted to find and taste. Yes. If you watch Blue's Clues, you might actually know this. This is the notebook. Very scuff. So, next, in the afternoon, alright, let me get the brush size a little bit big. Oh my goodness. So, in the afternoon, the squirrel went out to meet its friend who were also nuts enthusiasts. Yes, they love nuts. Love nuts very much. And they would talk about nuts for a long time. They would talk about nuts. The whole day. They can talk about it the whole day. And in special occasions, they would bring their nuts from home and exchange their nuts. Yes, exchange their nuts. The nut exchange was to let themselves taste each other's favorite nuts. Yes. So they exchanged nuts with each others. Alright, so the townspeople, people actually know that the townspeople knew that the squirrel was a big nut fan. Alright? There were some people who were willing to give the squirrel some of their nuts for free. Yes. Before evening, the squirrel would go around the town to collect people's nuts. Free nuts! Amazing nuts! Tasty nuts! So, okay, let me draw this for a bit. So, the squirrel walked home, bringing a lot of nuts from the people. Yes. So this is the last part of the story, okay? The squirrel walked home, bringing a lot of nuts from the people. There were times when the squirrel had to put some of the nuts inside its mouth, since its hands couldn't carry more nuts. It would walk around like yes. The squirrel enjoyed its life very much, and a fulfilling life full of nuts. The